Welcome back, guys, to Steven's DIY Auto Repair.
All right, guys, and we are back. And we're back in this 2015 Dodge Durango Limited with that V6 engine. Well, today, guys, we're going to finally take care of a leak that we've had for a while. We have an oil leak. So it was hard to pinpoint where it was. So what we did was we cleaned up the bottom as best we could with some brake clean real quick. We threw some UV dye in it and we ran it, and we've pinpointed it to the lower oil pan gasket, which is a good thing, because if you got a leak from your upper oil pan gasket in your all-wheel drive Durango, oh boy, you're in for a treat. Labor time on that is about 8, almost 9 hours of labor time. You have to take apart everything. You have to take apart the front wheel drive, all the drive shafts, the CV axles. You also have to take apart the rack and pinion, drain all that stuff. You have to take everything apart. So from what I could see, it looks like it's just the lower oil pan gasket, which I'm really hoping that's the case. I do see, looks like some old residual oil from a little bit higher up, but I don't think that's our leak. I think that's just oil that's dripped from maybe filling it. So anyway, guys, we'll take you guys underneath. We'll show you guys what we found. Hopefully the camera will pick up the UV dye glowing, and then we're going to get that lower oil pan gasket changed out. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, guys, so we're underneath. Here is our lower oil pan gasket. We're using a UV light, and hopefully you'll be able to see the leakage. It's really more apparent on this side. There you go. So we're going to go ahead, drain this oil. It works out perfectly. Are you going to help me, buddy? Okay. My oldest son is going to help me. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and drain the oil, which works perfectly because we need an oil change anyway. We're due. Sorry about that. So we're going to drain the oil, and then we're going to take off all these fasteners around it. Pull the pan down. We got a Felpro gasket. If you go on to, we got ours from, actually it's not a Felpro. It's a different type of gasket. We're using the Felpro, wasn't available. But basically, you can, according to AutoZone, for the lower pan, it has a gasket. For the upper, you would use some RTV sealant. However, service information states you use RTV sealer on bottom and top, but we're going to go ahead and just use a gasket on the bottom. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so we're just going to get under here, crack our drain bolt loose. And let her drain. So we're going to go ahead and let this drain as much as it possibly can. Then we're going to put the drain bolt back and start hammering off our lower oil pan gasket. So stand by. Okay, guys, so all these are going to be a 10 mil. We're going to go ahead and crack all these loose. For now, I'm gonna leave the end ones. I doubt this thing will fall, but I just want to be sure. I think that one was loose right there, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you guys can obviously see. Let me back this out just a little bit. We got, let's start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 fasteners. They're all 10 mil. We went ahead and put our drain bolt back on with the new gasket. Torqued it down to spec. We already changed our filter. I didn't bring you guys along for that because we've already done an oil change in this vehicle and recorded it and showed you guys. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and finish taking these two out, and I'm going to bring down this oil pan. So stand by. So yeah, it didn't come down on its own, which is good. It does have these like tabs here, and then if you look here, there's a spot to where you can kind of pry down on the oil pan to get it off, and there's another similar tab over here, but we have this tool, so we're going to try this out. You stick it in there, and then you can hit on this, and the flat part goes around the gasket to break the seal. So we're going to try this out. So okay, so we have our tool in, and then we have this piece that comes with it to help you maneuver it around. But as you can see, we're pretty tight, so it's not really doing what it's supposed to be doing, but it's still a pretty neat tool. So we'll bring you guys right back. Okay guys, so we finally got our oil pan down. This was a son of a mother to get down. It was really glued up there, so that tool didn't work worth crap. We had to kind of basically pry it down. But that tool I think would work in a situation where you have more room. I just did not have the room for that tool and to use it properly, so didn't really work for us today, but maybe it'll work for us one day. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just clean up the gasket, go underneath the car, clean up the mating surface. We're gonna be using this scraper from Astro Tools. There's the part number. It's a carbide, and it's a blunt end, so it's not going to gouge our mating surface. So again, we're going to clean this up, clean the mating surface up underneath, and then get our new gasket and bolt it back together. So stand by, guys. Okay guys, so we got our surface cleaned up. One thing to note, there's some little, sorry about that, there's some little galleys here. Let me see if I can find, right here, that there's sealant in there. So what we're gonna do is apply a little bit of RTV sealant in those, and then put the gasket on top, and we should be good to go. So let's go into the vehicle, clean that surface, and then we'll bolt this on. So here's our mating surface. So we're gonna get this cleaned up and then bring you guys right back. So stand by. Okay guys, so we got our mating surface cleaned up. That scraper tool is amazing. I highly recommend that. Here we have Victor Rain's sealing products. There's the part number. I usually like Felpro. I've always gotten Felpro. Never had an issue with Felpro. Only problem was it was a special order and we needed it right away, so we settled for this one. And then we have some RTV sealer. Again, we're gonna put in these little grooves just a little bit, and then we're gonna pop our sealer on, or our gasket, and get it bolted down. So let's go. All right guys, so we got our oil pan in. We already got it torqued down to spec. Torque specs on this are going to be 93 inch-pounds, and Dodge has a specific pattern to go through, but as long as you follow the basic rule, kind of like a star pattern all the way through, and torque them up evenly so it mates properly, you'll be good. I lied. Apparently, according to service information, these are not pry points. It says there's no pry points, that if you do pry, you can bend and damage the flange. So take that for what you will. We used it. I don't think we damaged anything, so we're good to go. So we're just going to clean this up, spray it down, clean it up, throw some oil in there, make sure we have no leaks, and then we should be good to go. Alright guys, so we have no leaks. We let it set for about 45 minutes for the RTV sealant to cure for the most part. What you're seeing there is I just sprayed it again with brake clean to clean it up a little bit better. But we have no we have no leaks, so we are good to go guys.